Good afternoon, Las Vegas, and whoever watches this to that, good afternoon, and have a nice Sunday evening. What was my video for today? Well, my video for today is about my influences in life, a cultural influence. His name was Eddie Van Halen, and the thing that I really like about him that really struck in my heart of that. See, because I saw his video on. I'm gonna share the link down there, but it's in the comment section. I'll share a link of his. He talked to. He made a appearance for like a an American Institute. What I call this it's kind of like a interview segment, and I think that really blew my mind that I knew this. Okay, I was arguing this with my classmates that were metalheads, white metalheads. I told him, dude, I think I don't know about you, but I think Eddie's half Asian, and being white and being young metalheads, they were denying it. No, you're Asian. He's not Asian. He's just yeah, dude. If he sees eyes, that his eyes are slanted because the reason is that his mom's Indonesian. But I never knew that back then. I knew that something's up with him, and I told him, no, he's Asian. And that created a rift in some of my friends because the reason is they thought he's all American. But one thing I learned about this interview that really struck me, he's an immigrant. He was born in we call it I think Indonesia. He was born in Indonesia, prior to Deutschland, Dutch, and we moved to Holland and moved over here. But he moved here during the '60s. So the thing that really struck me like that, that he was an immigrant, but he became American. That for me, I can relate to that because the reason is that I moved here. I moved in America like that at a at the age of 13, and he moved here as a kid, but he moved during the '60s, which before the civil rights. So he went through a discrimination. But the one thing I liked about the interview that really, brought this up to be a quintessential American is this. He, that's he worked hard to become an American. He worked hard. His cultural influences were the Clapton, Cream, but one thing I liked about him that really blew my mind that he went through the hardship of that as for being a foreigner in an American land. He was he went to segregated school and his classes were black and minorities. But the most people most of his friends were black because he was bullied by the white classmates. What really brought to my mind that because through that he never had any hate in his heart. He worked hard. Okay, he showed the world. How to to enjoy his music. But most of all of that, he respected his parents. He credits his dad for giving him an influence in life, a musician, and that really and his brother's Alex. I have my brother Mark, okay? And one thing I like about him that he's close to his brother. And both of them with that were a team. And it shows you one thing that, okay? Through the life they stuck as a family. That's why we call it when he became successful, okay? That was his ultimate gift to his parents. Okay? Because the reason his father was crying and they were look at this, okay? Sheer talent, okay? Sheer talent itself made him a successful person. Imagine that, okay? He didn't have to go to school. His hands did all the talking. Innovation. He built his own guitar and created a company out of it. He created a new, and his notes created a new theoretical music compilation. Imagine that, okay? He can't even read music back then. Okay, it shows you one thing: if you're born with talent, you got to use it. The thing is, a lot of people at that, we call this. If you look at him, a lot of people compete against him as a kid because there was a contest. But here's the thing: those people that compete against him were there now because you know what they said in the interview. He did not accept the word no. Do not accept the word no. Like here, okay, in this COVID environment. I mean, COVID, no, COOF environment. Okay, we call it we no, we are so scared to do. And but you know what? Pioneers like him shows you one thing that we call it try. If we must, he told him, he told the interviewer, we call it they want to serve. They have this drive. If you have that drive inside you, that you must be, we call it, if you believe in yourself, you have to push yourself. Some days that because I know we're deflated, but that's what life was supposed to be, to test you. That's in my opinion. As inspiration of that, I like him because you know why? He gave one thing that really, really that because you know power of positivity. And I know folks that right today that I did my paperwork. My business is just we call this, we call it. It's just it's in the struggling right now. It's part of the life of that. But you know what? Take a few steps every day. I get frustrated also. I get scared. Renegotiating a lease now for my apartment. That it's hard enough to that because you don't know what's going on the next hill over. Because you know what? After this hill is done for this month, what's happening next November? It's just a never ending. I know it feels like when you're beaten up, but take it from Van Halen. Do not accept the word no. Keep struggling. Even give a little effort every day. A little effort is better because if because you reserve your energy. And one thing I like about Van Halen is this. Okay, he was a good person. He was shy. He was not a superhuman, but a person that has a good heart and a good guitar. Enjoy, guys. Have a nice night.